So another thing that I am doing with apricots, there's a large apricot tree on our property. This year it made a lot of fruit, so I've been canning preserves and doing different things with apricots. Is making apricot wine. These 3 jars, jugs, glass bottles are filled with a mixture of water and probably about half, maybe a little less than half full with apricot puree. What I did was I cooked the apricots with quite a lot of sugar, and then I used a hand mixer to blend it into a puree, almost like a liquid. Filled each one of these almost halfway with that, and then the rest of the way with water. And now I am about to add the yeast, and I have this Red Star champagne yeast, and that's what I've used before. When Dave and I first started making wine, we just used regular bread yeast, which I think this yeast gives it a little cleaner flavor. Anyway, I'm about to dump the yeast in, and then things will start. Check out our first winemaking operation. This is before we had fancy airlocks, and we used a pickle jar that Dave rigged up like this, and we just used regular bread yeast to make our wine. Okay, I've put the yeast in, and now what we will start to see is these airlocks. As the gas forms, as the yeast starts to eat the sugar, cause the process of fermentation, we'll start to get bubbles. It'll start to get really active. I have overfilled these jars. The reason I left quite a bit of airspace is in the past I had an episode where the pressure built up so much and it foamed up, and these airlocks actually popped them off of it and foamed out, and it got shot all the way to the ceiling. So I want to try to avoid having that happen again. That was a mess to clean up. Now the yeast has started to do its job, and we've got gas coming off from the fermentation, and it's evident by the bubbles that you see coming through the airlock.